Welcome to the world united. Welcome to the world united.
Again, I want to switch a few gears. I know Diane is one of the most, important people in her life, just like you are in her life. What are the other remarkable people that you have met or you have been inspired by in your journey?
Well, as I said, I was inspired by a 16-year-old boy who couldn't read or write English. So that inspires me tremendously. But let me see, who is it? Well, I love, Harrison. I think you know Harrison,
Yes,
right? Because
yes,
he's been,
yes.
Harrison is a very dear friend of ours, and I'm definitely inspired by Harrison because he's somebody that he will help anybody. He'll give anybody anything. He'll introduce anybody to anything. He doesn't hold back on anything.
Yeah.
He's like, and I think that is a wonderful trait. A lot of people will give you a lot, but they won't give you everything. They hold back some nuggets.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Harrison does not.
The huge generosity of, like this. Yeah, I think it's a really divine quality if you can be completely generous and open, it's really
And
a
he
divine
is.
quality. It's hard to do it because always our patterns are like, making you a little
You
more
want to save for
constricted.
yourself. That's right. We want to keep something for ourselves. We don't want to
Yes,
give it
yes,
all away because then we won't have it.
exactly.
We forget it's a flame, right? So I admire him for that, actually. Let me see who else. Well,
And
in
it doesn't
my
have to be someone you met. It could just be someone you are just inspired by through their life or books or you have interacted with them personally. It could be anyone.
I think that what the thing that where I made a transition from just being sort of attracted and wanting the physical benefits of life, like money and cars and beautiful homes and things of that nature, which I, by the way, still want and have and enjoy. I think everybody should have. As everybody should be wealthy, what I'm saying? I don't think there should be levels, some people should have and some people shouldn't. People should have access to whatever human beings have ever created, whatever it is. And so I'm a firm believer of that. But at one point in my life, when I was in the hairdressing world, I was sort of lived a fairly superficial life, and I would say a superficial life, and it was concerning for me, and I didn't know how to get out of it. And then one day, somebody introduced me to, at that time, something called the EST training, which was developed by a gentleman by the name of Werner Erhard. And that man was a total inspiration for me because he put something together that enabled me, and obviously, and thousands of other people like me, that because I moved away from that. It wasn't that I gave up on that, but I had the superficial part, but I did not have the soul part, the spiritual part. I did not have the profound connectiveness to who I really was. And I didn't know where to find it. I didn't know how to get it, but I knew that I wanted it. I knew it was a missing link for me in my life. And when I did his work, I got that. And I got the relationship back with my mom and dad from it. And for that, I'm eternally grateful, because had I not got that, that would have been something that I would have taken to my grave, but not having that connection to my parents that I truly desired and wanted and knew was possible and had no idea how to get. And so he is forever in my admiration and gratefulness that I was able to complete my relationship with my mom and dad through the work he provided. So he's certainly one there. Another one there was sort of an interesting, who said something that I found kind of interesting, was Richard Gere. You know Richard Gere?
Yes, of course.
I was listening to an interview of him on the television. I can't remember who did the interview at this moment. Anyway, he was being interviewed, and the last thing that the person said to him when he interviewed him was, "How come the Dalai Lama?" Because Richard Gere was very influential in bringing the Dalai Lama to the West. And his answer was fascinating. He said, when you are in the company of somebody that is egoless, you become egoless. And that was amazing for me, because this guy had a big ego. I mean, there's no two ways about it. And he was able to get beyond it. And I could see that was his avenue, his access to getting away from his ego, just like me with my parents, right? Same type of thing. And I really got that. And that was a very important thing for me, because when people did our work, I noticed that, and when I'm in the company of a spiritual master, I get myself. And I know that when people come and do our work, not that I'm a spiritual master, because I'm not even close, but I know that when people come to our work, they get who they are, because this work that we do is, I would say, potentially, Diane would say it, you know, she didn't choose it, it just came through her. You know, it was sort of channeled through her, maybe through our work with Siddha Yoga. I don't know quite how. I can't explain that one, but I know that around a master, I get who I am. I know that people who come around and who study quantum think, they get who they are. And so I see that's kind of like how things fit together. So he's one that so Richard Gere sort of put that one on me, and I liked it.
You know, I